Hi, my name is Paul Lenhar. I'm a hazmat specialist with the Charles County Tactical Response Team, as well as a medic with the Department of Emergency Services in Charles County. Today I'm here to show you a piece of equipment that you'll be carrying on your gear as you respond to emergencies within Charles County. We're going to be showing you the Rae Systems Toxi Rae 3 carbon monoxide detector. As most of you are aware, carbon monoxide with the chemical formula of CO is a colorless, odorless, and tasteless gas. It consists of one carbon atom bonded to one oxygen atom. Carbon monoxide is produced from the partial combustion of carbon-containing compounds, notably internal combustion engines. You carry this piece of equipment due to the fact that you enter people's residence when they are in a state of sickness, and you might be entering into an atmosphere that could be harmful to your own health. This piece of equipment is very important to be carried in with you on each call to avoid any injury to yourself or to your partner or anybody you might be responding with. Today I'm going to show you how to turn the unit on, how to turn the unit off, as well as some of the indicators that are on the LEDs or the LCD screen that you might want to be aware of in case the unit needs servicing. Okay, what you're seeing right now is the actual unit itself. It only weighs 2.5 ounces and is very small. It's handheld, as you can see. It's in my hand. There's a belt clip on the back to be able to clip it onto either a garment or the piece of equipment that you'll be carrying in. Up here, these are LED lights that flash red, and the alarm buzzer is over here on the left, and the actual sampling port for the gas is here on the right. This is your LCD screen, and this is your power and mode button on the left, and your yes or plus button on the right. We're going to go ahead and turn the unit on now. To turn the unit on, you hold the power button down until the unit powers up. As you can see, the LEDs flashed and the alarm sounded to show that the unit is functioning properly. At this point, it does a 60-second countdown where it's doing a fresh air calibration so that it knows it's operating properly. It's also doing a systems check on itself to make sure that everything working properly before it gives the okay for you to use the unit. As you can see, the unit's pretty rugged. It's in a stainless steel housing. It is water resistant, however not waterproof, and it's got the rubber grommets around here so that if you drop it, it reduces the damage to it. These units have to be calibrated and bump tested every so often, and your supervisor would be able to tell you when that is. As you can see, we're 15 seconds out from the unit powering up and being ready for action. Okay, now the unit is actually powered on at this point, and it's actually sampling the air. If you look at the upper left-hand corner of your LCD screen, you see a battery symbol that says OK. The battery symbol is actually separate from the OK. The battery symbol is solid at this point because the battery is full and it's ready to go. The OK means that the unit has been recently bump tested and calibrated, and it's fine for operation. That OK will change to either a flashing bump, BUMP, which means the unit needs to be bump tested, or it will flash and say CAL, which means calibration. If you ever come upon that, you need to notify your supervisor, at which point they will give you a fresh unit and they will bring the other unit back to the ES building to have it bump tested or calibrated by myself or one of the other hazmat technicians that work up here. The upper right hand corner, you can see it says CO. That means it's sampling for carbon monoxide, and the 0 and the ppm means that there's 0 parts per million of CO in this room at this time. To move through the different prompts, you hit the mode button, which is the one on the left. None of these pertain to you. You will just keep it in its regular mode, just like that. The unit is set to alarm at 48 parts per million, and that's the low reading. The high reading would set off at 135 parts per million. The low alarm would sound similar to what you saw when the unit powered up, and the high alarm would be very annoying and very loud. I'm going to show you real quick what the unit looks like when it needs to be bump tested. If you look at the left hand corner now, the word bump is flashing. That means that the unit needs to be bump tested. It needs to be serviced. It needs to come back up to the ES building to be serviced. If you ever come across the unit, that's just a reset. If you ever come across the unit and it's off, all you have to do is power it up like I showed you earlier. If for any reason you need to power down the unit, what you do is you hold the power button down and it will count down until the unit is off. The battery life of the Toxi Rae Rae Systems Toxi Rae 3 is approximately 2 years of constant runtime. That's constant sampling, so there should be no worries about the battery. You should leave the unit on at all times. That way you don't forget to turn it on before you go into a residence with a potentially dangerous atmosphere. If you have any more questions, please feel free to contact your supervisor or myself, and I'll be happy to answer them. Thank you.